What in the hell? Another welder. Why do you have another welder? I have another welder because this one came with snap, and it used to be the only welder I used. And then it exploded. And I tried to get it rebuilt or fixed or whatever you want to call it. And they said it's only good for parts now. I think they were probably trying to sell me another welder, and I was like, nah. But basically, I was in the middle of welding. I was actually in the middle of welding this exact treehouse. And a big explosion happened back here, and a bunch of smoke, and there was a big bang, and it scared the crap out of me. So why'd you keep it? Well, I don't know if you remember seeing my welder cart for my Dynasty. It's kind of chintzy, as some people would say. This one has a really nice rolly cart thing on it. And I kind of want to take off the welder and then just use the rolly cart stuff for my Dynasty and a water cooler once I get that fixed. So I figured, why not save it? I can throw away all the junk or try to sell off the junk on the inside that might be still good. And use the nice rollers as a good rolly cart for my welder. So that's the plan. I basically convert this from a Synchrowave to a Dynasty cart. Okay, here we go. This is what we're starting with. And hopefully, once I get that fixed, it'll all be on this guy. And it'll actually roll. I just opened this thing up and I saw all these brackets and I got really excited, and I really shouldn't have gotten as excited as I did because I don't need more stuff, but I know I can definitely use these brackets for something. Like, it's got a pedal holder and some cable management stuff going on up in here. I'm definitely going to keep that stuff and maybe hang it up and help organize the inside of my barn. Alright, shutting up. Man, it really smells like electrical fire in here. It appears as though they did not plug this stuff back in for good reason, I guess, because it's no freaking good. You can see there's some crispy looking stuff down in there, specifically off that guy. It does not smell tasty or delicious at all in here. I've also never had a welder apart, so this is pretty cool for me. The plan is, I guess, is probably going to keep this back structure and then make a divider in here once I get all this junk out to welder on top, water cooler underneath, etc., etc. Try to save this stuff up here. We'll see how it goes. Crap. What a nice rolly. We can see some witness smoke from the explosion. Gross. Oh man. This is gonna be perfect. Let's see if I can come up with a design that isn't dumb and works. Yeah. Okay. It's almost like Miller had this in mind. We literally have, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see this hole? This is the water cooler. There's a mounting hole right here in this, and there, that line up. Like, what are the odds of that? This is already looking promising. I'm pretty excited. I am probably going to have to build a shelf. I was hoping I could reuse some of these pieces to make the shelf that goes over top of this one for the Dynasty to sit on, but I don't think that's going to be the case, so we'll keep on thinking about it. Dude, this is already turning out really good. I kind of decided to throw the shell back on this thing to see what it would get me, and considering this thing holds up this back pretty good, I'll probably end up lopping it off somewhere here, because I don't really want this overhanging over top of the Dynasty. But over here, got this wall here, which works really good. I think what I'm going to do is take a 1x1 aluminum tube, square tube, attach it to this, do the same thing over on this side, and that's what my shelf will sit on, and maybe do one in here. They'll all be fastened around, and that's what the shelf will sit on. And honestly, the spacing from this to here is perfect, and this thing still overhangs the Dynasty, so I can basically, the Dynasty was hanging over this before, and I had to like loosen it up and slide it back to get this thing to be able to be filled. Anyway, so this is just working out really good so far. It might look a little crazy, but hopefully it'll look cooler when I'm done. Maybe now it's making a little more sense of what I'm trying to go for. So that's basically the perimeter that my shelf is going to sit on. And what that shelf is going to sit on, or I guess the Dynasty is going to sit on that shelf then, that's what I'm trying to say. Jesus. Okay, I'm going to work on fastening this thing to that guy. And I'll end up, I should probably end up chopping this first actually before I get to that. That way I don't have to do multiple work twice. Or yeah, more than once. Really good at talking today. Alright, shutting up. I honestly did not know how well that would plasma cut having powder coat on it. It did not smell good. Definitely did not. It smelled like powder coat when it's in oven baking and curing. That's what it smelled like. But yeah, I used a straight edge, got a pretty straight line. I got a little hung up right there. So there's a little bit of a whatever, but a little edge seal, like whatever, will cover that up okay, so I don't cut myself. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Let's go bolt it back on and then bolt the rest of the stuff on. Off camera, I went ahead and fastened this guy to this with my trusty rivets. I love rivets, they're fun. Those are really strong ones as well. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead, use this to set the height of this whole thing, and then go through, drill holes and rivet it in so it's solid. Then I can put the shelf in. All right. Nothing fancy, but it's time for the shelf. Man, this thing's been fighting me. Let's try that again. Roar! Okay, third time. Every time I turn the safety on, I always forget to turn it off. Now it's gonna be stupid. Watch. Ready? It's gonna go pop, 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 pop. Told you. Alright, 5th time's the charm. Ultimately, I had to give up on it trying to pre-cut my holes for the rivets. That's 100% the material's condition. I just couldn't get a good touchdown and ground, even though I set up my secondary grounding to the sheet itself. This piece of metal is just rough, but that's why I'm using it for what I'm using it for. Anyway, gonna attach it now. I did good math. Sweet. What do you think of that? That feels pretty sturdy. That should be sturdy enough to hold a welder and or me. Slash cut looks kind of cool. I'll probably end up doing something over here or figure out a way to actually attach the Dynasty to that. I don't know exactly how all that works, but that looks pretty sweet. And I can put a bottle on the back, which I couldn't with my last cart, or the cart that it's on right now. So that's kind of another main reason why I've been doing this. Okay, I think I need to figure out how to do a handle now. Or not. I don't know, we'll see. Oh yeah, let's test fitter. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. This thing is a turd, but this thing is way nicer. A way nicer turd. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. Now I do need to figure out a way to get this mounted onto here, whether it's just I don't know, like walls here that it slides into and it kind of keeps it from sliding back and forth or forward and back. Probably should rethink that a little bit. That's a little bit tight. Yeah, okay. Some things to rethink. I need a blow-in hole in here as well so I can get the power cord. Or maybe I'll do it through here, because these things need to be connected anyway. I've never had the right cable to connect a water cooler to this, so maybe I'll get the right cable instead of just plugging it into the wall every time, taking up one of my outlets. But yeah, that should work out real good. I like that. That was just a quick little stupid project, and it turned out pretty okay. For the amount of effort I had to put into it, I'm very happy. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Okay, now I'm done. Goodbye.